Welcome to another edition of Talk City Greensboro, produced by GTN, featuring interviews and events happening around town. It's an easy way to stay in the know while you're on the go. Subscribe to Talk City on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or SoundCloud so you can keep up with what's going on in Greensboro City government. I'm your host, Josh Johnson, and with me today, as always, around the round table, Rosemary Plywood.
Saving him so he can get his breath. That's the reason I'm here today. Yes, and every day, actually. Well, most babies in our country are born at a healthy 40-ish weeks and go home with their families after a few nights in the hospital. But some new parents find themselves in the delivery room much earlier or with complications that they had prayed would not come. Nancy Micca is with Family Support Network of Central Carolina. Tricia Teter with Cone Health. They're with us here to tell us about an event coming up to support those families and how it's a really fun way for you to help. Hey, welcome.
Welcome and thank you.
We're so glad you're here. Nancy, first, will you explain the work of Family Support Network?
Absolutely. So Family Support Network, our mission is providing support, education, and caring connections to both families who experience a NICU journey and families who have a child of any age with any type of disability. Our NICU support program provides bedside support by staff members who have also been impacted by a NICU journey. We have other programs, including an early literacy program called Books for Babies, where staff brings a new book to every family in the NICU twice a month and talks about the benefits of early literacy. And the families just love that little bit of kind of normalcy amidst this big medical setting. We also do special events for NICU families to give them a safe space to share their story with others who understand. And we were just able to start those up 2 months ago. We do them outdoors. So next month will be cookies and cocoa, so hopefully it won't be too cold. But to see the families come back together again since 2019 was incredible. Well, Rosemary, you hosted a lot of those in the past when we were at Women's Hospital, right?
Yes, so I had 2 babies in the NICU. For those who don't know, my twins were born at 34 weeks, and we spent a total of about 5 weeks in the NICU. So I got up close and personal with Family Support Network and other families, and I think that's what really makes it special. It's not only the staff and the volunteers who make it work, but then the other families who come back and support and who are there going through that same journey with you at the same time.
Yeah. It's incredible.
It is.
And you came back many, many times to offer your story of hope and inspiration to current families. And that's what it takes, that village at Family Support Network. Like you said, the families get the support, and then down the road, they turn around and they want to pay it back and give it back. So the other really important piece I think we have is that we want to make sure that any family leaving NICU, no matter their circumstances, has the confidence to feel like they have what they need to take care of their baby. So we have the Baby Basics program where you can give them a start of clothing, diapers, wipes, and a bed, a brand new pack and play, and safe sleep education. We also have a home visitation program for the most medically complex families in Guilford County, where they meet us while they're in the NICU. Our home visitor then follows them in the home for 6 months working on developmental needs. So there's a lot more, but we probably don't have time for all that.
There's so much, and that was wonderful. It's wonderful to hear.
Yeah, and so that support is provided after the families leave the hospital. So that's fantastic. Tricia, tell me, there is an opportunity coming up to support these families, whether you have a Premier in your life or not, correct?
Yes. We are so excited to be hosting the 10th event that we are able to bring back since 2019, Poker for Preemies and Peds. And it's really a celebration of this essential partnership between Cone Health and Family Support Network, because Family Support Network is such an important part of the NICU experience. And so we have an incredible team on the NICU, and then Nancy's team just comes in and offers that hands-on support, which is so essential. And so this event is happening on October 28th. It's Friday night. It is a casino night. We're going to have awesome, so fun. You can gamble just like you're in Vegas, but not really. But it's going to be super fun. We have all the traditional games you would find, and there's going to be amazing food and beverages from Pepper Moon Catering. It's at Revolution Mills, and we are just so excited to celebrate and raise resources for the incredible programs Nancy just mentioned, which are just so essential to our families.
And also we're expanding to the pediatric unit. So there's the pediatric complex care clinic and the Peds department and the Peds ICU.
Yes.
And so we're frequently called down there, and I just see that really continuing to grow.
Because now all of that is in the same place. I mean, I think, all that happened during the pandemic too. So if you don't have young children, you might not know that all of that is housed in the same space now at Cone Health.
Thank you. That's
beautiful.
so important.
Yeah.
Yes, the new Women's and Children's Center is at the Moses Cone campus with the PICU, the Peds Emergency Department. All of that is on one location, and Nancy's team is she takes every call, y'all. You would not believe. She's like, I'll do it. What do you need? And it just is such a service. I know you know.
Yes.
It's such a service to families and to our team because they want to help. And Nancy steps in when it's really outside of the traditional care that our team provides, which is fantastic.
Can the two of you talk about, what it takes to put on this event as far as partners and volunteers and
absolutely
staff, all of that?
Yes, we have an incredible committee that has just really supported us getting to this point. We have an amazing amount of silent auction items that have been donated and raffle prizes. And we're so grateful to sponsors, organizations that have decided to sponsor us. So it really has been the whole community coming back together. And it's just been so fun since the pandemic to do it again.
Yeah.
It feels great.
Yes.
So we're excited. Every day we see ticket sales are going up. We're expecting over 300 people.
Awesome.
So it's going to be so fun. But there's still tickets left. So go on buy your tickets. Don't miss out on this awesome event. So it's been a team effort, and we're so excited it's finally here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what is the goal, and how will the funds be used?
Yeah, so our goal really is to raise resources for these programs that Nancy just shared. None of what Nancy does is billable. So it's not anything that anybody can bill to insurance or anything like that, but she uses those resources to purchase items for families, whether it's baby basics, pack and plays, to support the families that need it most. All of that equipment, all of the stuff that she needs, that's really where the resources are going directly to support these programs that help families.
Wonderful.
All right, we can't let you go without just kind of telling us why you do what you do. What is the most rewarding part for both of you?
Oh my gosh, I want Nancy to go first because y'all, she's been doing. How many years have you been doing this?
Oh
you
my
have
goodness.
to tell them.
30 years.
Wow.
30 years.
Just dedicated her life to this.
That's amazing.
That the mission is stamped on my heart. That is for sure. I would have to say relationships are just the most impactful thing, whether it's relationships with the sponsors and the vendors for the events, and then especially the families. When we we couldn't have our events for current families since 2019, and I got a little worn down. And I realized that when we were having the monthly, that date was on my calendar, like I was going to be there, because being able to be with those families just really filled my cup, right?
Yeah.
And it's to hear those stories, it just motivates you to keep going and to know how many families are out there that still need your services.
Right.
And so
Wow.
there's growth.
So great. I think for me, I work on the Cone Health Philanthropy team, and so we've just had an incredible partnership for the 3 years I've been here. So I feel like I've got some years to go before I get to your status, Nancy. But I really love the relationship aspect and also bringing people in from the community. The community, everyone wants to help, and so being able to almost be that matchmaker and say, oh, you want to help? Here's a great organization that can really offer that. You could really offer your support, your leadership, your skills, and really make a difference. I love being that for people to help bring them into something that matters most. And then just like Nancy said, when you see a family that needs something and you're able to meet that need, it's amazing.
So without those relationships with the sponsors and donors and businesses, we would be
Unable to do what we do.
unable to do it.
Yeah,
But like
what it's all about.
every ticket you purchase, every time you sponsor or make a donation, it has a huge impact on the families right here in our community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. Thank you both for all you're doing and
Thank
for
you.
supporting
Yes.
families in the way you do. Poker for Preemies and Peds coming up Friday, October 28th at the Colonnade at Revolution Mill. A fabulous spot. And there's plenty of time to get tickets, to become a sponsor, to get involved. If you just want to find out more and maybe be a volunteer, those
Absolutely.
opportunities are always available with Family Support Network. Find out more about the event at pokerforpreemies.org.
Thank you both for being here. It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you, Josh
Thank
and
you guys
Rosemary.
so
It was
much.
so nice. We
Yes.
really appreciate it.
Stay tuned in weekly by subscribing to Talk City Greensboro on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. And don't forget, you can download Talk City from SoundCloud.
That's our time for this week. If you like what you hear, please share it with a friend. Thanks so much for tuning in, and be sure to watch GTN, your official source for news and information about the city of Greensboro. GTN is available on Spectrum Channel 13,
AT&T UVerse Channel 99,
and North State Channel 31.
GTN also streams live on Roku and the city's website
at greensboro-nc.gov.